Hi Spintronics fans! So today we are going to go through and I'm going to show you what we keep in our guard bag. This is Husky and he is Husky brand. He's actually a tool caddy. He's on wheels and he has this nifty little handle that can pull up and he's really easy to drag around, very durable and can hold lots of stuff. So let's start on the outside. This big front pocket here is tape and lots of it. I have strapping tape, I have electrical tape, I have colored electrical tape, I have black electrical tape, I have white. This whole pocket is basically just electrical tape. And then I keep Sharpie markers on the side, and that way if somebody has to retape something and then they have to write their name back on it again, it's right there for them to do. In this pocket over here, this is kind of our uniform section. So we have safety pins, which we need to get some more of these before the next show. We have a measuring tape because you always have to measure things when you're setting stuff up. We also have little hair ties and a sewing kit. So this is just sort of for uniform emergencies or if we need to pin up uniforms or whatever we have to do. It's just a general sewing kit. I don't even know where this came from. I think it was like Dollar General or Walmart or something. And it's actually served us really well for the last several years. Coming around the side pockets, we keep Ibuprofen. We have Gorilla Glue because things break all the time. You never know when that's going to happen. Also over here, this should probably be elsewhere, we have this stuff called Goo Energy Gel, and if somebody is diabetic, hypoglycemic, something like that, this stuff is really great for, you just stick it in their mouth and put it on their tongue, put it under their tongue, or smear it all over their mouth, and it'll give them a good rush of sugar in order to keep them from going into shock. And then also over here, we have a sting kit. Because you never know. You might get stung by a wasp or bitten by a snake, and this little kit just has like a plunger and suckers and bandaids and whatnot on it, inside of it. And then it's called the extractor. Again, I'm pretty sure we got this at Walmart. And I actually have had a lot of instances, especially in DCI, where we had kids get bit by maybe a brown recluse spider and got this baby on it, didn't even have a reaction because we got it taken care of immediately. Okay, over here we have cough drops and we have fast acting goodies, extra strength painkiller, which Anna just pointed out to me today. I didn't even know we had that in here, but apparently it's really good stuff. We keep a little miniature manicure kit, and it's just the basics in this. So we have fingernail clipper, toenail clipper, tweezers, cuticle cutter, and then a file. And just if you have any little emergencies of, oh my gosh, I just broke a nail, go get the kit out of Husky. And then on this side, we have spare Velcro, because all of our flags, we do tape them to the pole, but there's Velcro underneath, so it's just sort of an extra insurance policy. We keep spare Velcro here. We have Clorox bleach pens because this year we made the decision to have white uniforms, which will not ever be happening again, but we carry bleach pens. Usually I also have Tide pens. We haven't had any need of Tide pens so much this year. We just have those bleach pens. And then over here we keep Tums, and I always buy the mint ones because people can be allergic to red food dye. And that's what they have in them to make them pink and purple and orange. So, okay, that's the outside of the bag. And you're like, oh my gosh, but wait, there's more? What? No way. There's more. On the inside of Husky. One of the things I love about this is you can just pop it open and it stands open just like a box. I have a first aid kit. This is on the very top and it gets used a lot. In here we have Bandaids, we have icyhot, we have tylenol, we have sinus medication, we have wound dressings. I mean, everything that you could possibly think of for a regular first aid kit, because we bought this kit at Walmart. And then on top of that, I've added about a million more things. This little mesh bag here is spare gloves. I keep them in a mesh bag so they breathe. And we just have a bunch of pairs of spare gloves. And this is also where I keep things like knee braces and wrist braces. And then if anybody forgets their gloves or hurts their knee or forgets their knee brace, they go and get it out of Husky. And then they have to put it back where they found it. And then I keep it breathable so it doesn't stink. These are really cool little things. I found these at a garage sale for 75 cents. Here we go. This is basically just a little mirror stand. And there's a mirror on both sides, and I believe one's a close-up. And it's great for doing their makeup in the hallway because you don't always have something that you can set a mirror up against. And they don't like always to look down when you're doing your makeup. So these are really nice. Just keep those. This is some more bandage material. We have coflex, prewrap. We have roll gauze. We have some cotton rounds. We have tissues in here. So just kind of a general mishmash of medical things. And then we like to be prepared for anything. So we have a lot of medical stuff. This little kit has ace bandage, a pretty big ace bandage, and then a cold compress. And we keep the cold compress in a hard box so that it doesn't get busted while it's just sitting in there. Thickening spray, apparently. I think one of the girls stuck that in there. I always keep a can of hairspray because you never know when that will be needed. We have some makeup sponges. So if anybody needs something to apply their makeup with. We also have makeup remover wipes. These are really nice for after a competition. I know our guys were wearing makeup this year and they just were like, get it off my face right after they were done performing. So we get back to our spot, grab Husky, wipe that stuff off their face, and they're super happy. And of course they'll go back and wash it later, but that just gets rid of the most of it. This one, it's oil elixir for hair. It calms areas that get excited. This is nail polish remover. A lot of times the kids come and they're wearing nail polish and they're not supposed to wear nail polish at competitions. So we keep some of that. Flint Rollers. And we had a lot more of these at the beginning of the season and this is all we have left. So I'll probably have to get a few more of these. We have a Gock block and a drumstick. Because, practice. Alright, now we have some tools. Pliers. I can't tell you how many times I've used these pliers this year because we have those props. Don't ever use props. Oh my gosh. Unless you have a whole prop team because doing everything yourself is not fun. We keep a couple of pairs of scissors because it's always nicer if you cut your tape when you're taping anything. So we have those. And there's all these little pockets in here. We have several screwdrivers. And we have two different types of rifles this year, and the old rifles use one of these Phillips heads, and the new rifles use the thinner Phillips head. And then we have a flat head for working all the Chicago screws if we need to take those on and off. Forms. And finally, we have a screw kit for rifles. I don't like the screws that come in rifles. They break. In fact, this year has been the worst year. We have broken every single screw in every single rifle. So I went to the hardware store and I bought a nice kit of wood screws, and then I also put the Chicago screws in here. We had a whole bunch of Chicago screws that I bought one time, and then just any other equipment that might go in our rifles is in this little kit. So we have all the screws we could possibly need for rifles or for our prop or for anything. And that's everything. See all the pockets? That's how we fit all these amazing things in there. That's Husky. Thanks for watching. And now I know too where everything is in Husky, because I completely did not know before filming this video, except for the ibuprofen. Anybody? Ibuprofen? Anybody?